Welcome back to another Buff Nugget with your favorite giver of Buff Nuggets, Brian Buffington. And today is all about Jeopardy. Well, Brian, we've been doing Jeopardy for a long time. This show's been on TV forever, but it's about something I've discovered and an infusion with some AI magic, which is a lot of the talk that I am giving when I'm out in school districts and conferences and things. And this really stems from a want. I was in Wisconsin and working with a CISA. And a lady came, and by the way, a CISA is an educational co-op, for those who don't know. And a lady came up to me and says, Brian, we're doing these quiz games with my students. And we've been doing this for a long time, but I'm using PowerPoint or Google Slides. And I feel like there's got to be a better way because it's kind of clunky and it doesn't flow well. I said, I bet there is a way. And so I did a little research and I found this app called Factile. And I jumped into the free mode and I was able to do some things. I was like, you know what? I wonder if there's a way I can make a mass amount of games using AI. And it's true, I can do that. And I'm going to show you how to do it. We could do it relatively on the cheap. I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do this. Now, they do have a free account. And you can kind of see here, I put the plans and pricing, free account. You can create 3 games. Now, by the way, 3 games, you can just delete one, make another one. But obviously, you can only have 3 saved. But you have limited functionality. And then there's one that's like $48 a year, one that's $8 a month. And so I'm about to show you a couple of things that I did have to get the upgrade for, but I think in a month I could create a bunch of games. And if you're on a budget, $8, you can create a bunch of games for the year and just be done with it. And your kids still get to have some fun. So here's the idea. Let's go ahead and jump in. So I'm going to, okay, I'm already in. So let me log in. It's going to go into my games. And so if you're using like the free account, you're probably more than likely just playing with public games. People already have tons of games in here. And this is traditional Jeopardy. Now, with the free account, you cannot use student devices as a buzzer. We're just doing traditional, maybe you bought some, little cheap buzzers from Amazon and you have your 4 teams. I think you have 4 or 8 teams doing this and they all, hit their thing and it lights up and that's still classic and awesome. And you can still make your own games, which takes a lot of effort. By the way, I know you're very busy people. So if you hit create game, I can say test. Let me move this little gizmo. Hit create. Create manually. Now there is an auto-gen AI option, but that's very, very limited. And I'm about to show you a way better to do that. Way better way to do this. So you got the manual option, and it's just like you got to come in here and edit each one, the answer, how many points it's worth, the title. I just know from my conversations with educators, you're like, Brian, I can't just make content curriculum like this. This is way down on the list. And so I've got you. All right. And then the auto-gen stuff with the AI, they only give you a limited amount. Even with the paid version, you have to keep paying for these tokens to use their version of AI. So let's do this. I'm going to go back. We're going to make a new game. So I'm going to hit create game. And this one I'm going to call Back to the Future Trivia because I'm a big Back to the Future fan. Now, I'm just having fun because this is how I learn. I learn new things by just kind of doing things I'm passionate about. But this could work for anything, and you'll see how. So I'm going to hit create. I'm going to say create manually for now. And this is what I'm looking at, and it's very overwhelming. Under File, Upload, I saw this, and something came to me in a vision. And it says you could just upload a spreadsheet. I was like, is there a template or something? And I could just autofill the template, and then it would do all this work for me. And there is a way. Everybody say, ooh. And so if I click this, it gives me an example template, a spreadsheet. And then I can go in there and type all my answers and hit one, and then upload it, and it's fast, right? Forget that mess. We're going to actually train ChatGPT to look at this example and then have it input based on our wants, so based on what our students be learning about, our standards, whatever you want, and then fill it in auto for us. So I've already downloaded this example. So, and like, well, Brian, I only have Google Sheets. Well, it doesn't really matter for this. You'll see. I'm going to hit close. If I go to ChatGPT, I can add that file. So I'm going to drag it over. And like a free ChatGPT account would be enough for this, what we're doing right here. And I'm going to say this is a template for the Jeopardy website Factile, okay? And I'm going to keep any misspellings because we have to move on, everybody. I want you to create a Back to the Future trivia game. Wow, I do have to fix that. Trivia game where points and difficulty points are given based on difficulty of the questions. That's what I want. And I want, so that's important. That's Jeopardy is really like that. Okay. Create and fill out the template. That's all I'm going to do. Now, I could do this based on a specific movie. There's 3 Back to the Future films. But let's see what happens. I'm going to hit go. Now, there's a lot of geeky, hidden stuff happening. And this may take a minute because this is a pretty big spreadsheet. And I'll see if I can show it to you. What is kind of filling out? It's filling out this. Everybody say, wow. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So we're going to give it some time. So during this time where we're just watching paint dry, I want you to think about what is something that you want so by the way, students still need to know some facts. Like I my big thing is I want to teach things that can't be Googled. I believe those are the most like important things that can be learned. But there are some facts that we need to know, that we need total recall. We need to be able to know certain things. I'm thinking a lot about my CTE people. They're in the field. They just don't have time to go, Google something real quick. They just need to know it really fast. And so I think that's what this kind of practice is good for. And so it said it's created it. It gave me the spread. I haven't even opened this thing up in Excel. It already gave it to me. So I'm going to download it. It downloaded it to my computer. I'm going back over to Edit Game. I'm going to go to File, Upload, the spreadsheet, Upload, Back to the Future. And I think it's just sheet 1. I guess that's what they called the first, in a spreadsheet, they have different sheets. Just sheet 1. Let's hit upload. Let's see what happens. It gave me 5 different categories. I want to select, I guess there's a button that says select all. That'd be cool, Brian. Do that. Import. Are you sure? Yes. And Shazam. Oh, and it had this other one over here. I guess I could have had a 6th category. I could have been more specific about what I wanted. But check this out. Let's play it. I'm going to practice or preview. I'll preview. And so if I click on this, what is the name of Marty McFly's band? I'm not even a true fan because I don't even know this. And I can go to see answer, the pinheads. Now it makes sense. Okay. And we still need to go. So that spreadsheet, whenever they create it for you, you still need to go through it and look at it and make sure those answers are right. Am I right? Because AI could be hallucinating. It could be making up stuff. You never know. But for the most part, this is pretty rad. With a little human oversight, we can make a ton of these about, whatever curriculum you're working on. We could do this just for fun, for warm-ups, so many ways. I was thinking just recently about digital safety, digital citizenship, and how we just need scenarios up there and different practice. I think this would be a fun way to do that and make it game-based and hopefully bring about some discussion in that area. So I'm going to hit close. Now, the like I said, the free version, they do not allow you to, like students use their devices to go in. But if you had that paid version, you can do let's go back one. We're in preview. We can go to practice. And you can see here, now there's a pen. People can join, and there's all kinds of different modes. And you see the upside of the paid version for that. So Factile gives me no money talking about this. This is just something that came about based on a teacher who inquired about playing better Jeopardy games in her classroom. So hope you guys enjoyed this. If you liked it, do one of those things where you click that like, you say, "What's up, Brian? I like this," or "Ooh, Brian, your videos could be much better by doing this," or share with a friend. That would be great. And hope you subscribe to my newsletter, Buff Nuggets, when you get a chance. Catch you later. Peace.